Okay, so I've got the Sage system here. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. It's a nice hard case. Okay, what we got here? Quick start guide. This must be the hub. Yep, that's the hub. This looks like a nice 10-port USB charger. So I use that to charge up the hubs, or all of the nodes, not the hubs. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes. So all 5 of those there. And then I just set those back in there for now. And as a point of reference, each of these nodes on the top here has a little switch. So once you flip it on, it has those lights on there. So you'll know it's powered on. So turn it off and set it back in there. And then this top part pulls out and there's more underneath here. So you've got a USB cable if you want to do a wired direct connect. Here is the power cable for the 10-port power hub. And then here is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the USB cords for charging. So those just go in there. And then let's see what's in here. What do we have? These are the straps. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these straps. Okay, so set those there. And then it looks like we've got 4 of these really short ones. These are for like feet or smaller stuff. And then this would be for your torso, right? So if you're gonna strap a node on a torso as someone's walking around, right? To get the hip angle or to get, to put it up here and get the standing balance angle. And then this is a little bag for carrying. So if you're gonna go out in the field and you just wanna have them wear it so that they can go on a mile or a lap around the track or go walk around their neighborhood. So let's go ahead and put all these back. We won't need this for these. Put those straps back in there, those straps back in there, these here as well. Go ahead, so in there. Put this back in here, nice. We will need the hub for when we connect to the computer here and one of the USB cables. So we'll go ahead and grab one of those and pull that off of there. So set those there. We won't need this charging port, so we'll go ahead and put that there. Put this cord back in the cord catch right here. So let's take this and head over to the computer. Okay, so I went ahead and opened the Quick Start Guide. It says to connect to the Wi-Fi SageMotion, which is what I've done. And then it says in your browser here, go to 192.168.12.1, which is what I've done. So you can see there, this is the page we're on. And then the next thing we'll need is these nodes. So I'll go ahead and turn on one to get started with this raw data app. Okay, so what we've got here then is this is our sensor. So we'll keep it, we'll start with it flat on the table. So I've got that there. So I'll go ahead and come down here and search for the nodes, right? So on the back of the node, it has a MAC address. So you might see that it says it ends with E0. So on the screen here, what it's doing is it's looking for any nodes and it found one. So it's right here, it says E0 on the back, and then I'm gonna click connect. And so what this is doing is telling our hub, I also plugged that in to give it some power while I was off camera. So now it says it's connected, and a good way to know that it's connected is this blink button. So we click the blink button and you'll see right there that it is blinking. Right, so if you have more than one node, that's helpful to know. So then to go ahead and start the app, we'll go ahead and set it here on the table and we'll hit start. and you'll notice right here it starts plotting the data. If this chart is a little small, you can right here click to expand it. So I'm just gonna pick it up, and you see you got some of those lines moving, and then I'm gonna start to rotate it different ways, and what we're seeing there in real time is capturing the different rotational axes. So go ahead and hit stop, and we'll notice it says raw data trial 2, and then now it changed to 3 to prepare for the next one. So right here, if we click on this is raw data 2. So we'll click on it, and downloads here to Excel. So we'll go ahead and open this up. Of course, it always opens in the wrong monitor, doesn't it? So we'll come over here, we'll go ahead and chart this, right? So, well, actually it's gonna be really hard to chart this with what we've got, but all the data is right here, and it's exactly what we saw on the screen. So let's go back then to our app here. So we've got, you'll notice in the drop down, there's different apps here. So let's go ahead and go to app management. So this will tell us about each app. So let's look at the angle feedback test app. So you'll see if I want to install a new app, I can just drag and drop it here. Or if I want to learn about a given app, I just click on it right here. So this one says angle feedback test. And this tells me that, it says this app demonstrates a simple feedback application. It says that it requires 3 nodes. So right here, 3 nodes, 1 for sensing, 2 for feedback. I feel like I maybe don't have enough information. Let's go ahead and open the app guide. So it's going to open in a new tab here. And so this is detailed instructions. So it's going to tell you what you need for different things. It's going to have some of the same information. And now it's going to tell you, okay, so in that drop down, let's go ahead and select angle feedback test, connect to our nodes, our 3 nodes. So let's go ahead and turn 2 more on. So let's turn this one on and this one. So let's go ahead and turn that one on as well. So all 3 of those have green lights now. And then it says you should connect to those, and we're ready to start trying the data. So, okay, so it says for this one, we should hold our sensor node vertically, right? So we'll do that when we get started. All right, so hop back over here. We'll go back to our dashboard. And right here, we'll click on angle feedback test. It says we need 3 sensors. Let's go ahead and search. So we have 1 connected, but we need 2 more. So that's why we need to search. Say, hey, look for any more that are on. And so it's searching. And you'll notice it's already assigned 1 of those to feedback based on the last time this was used, and I'll assign this to the maximum feedback. So you've got min-max feedback. And then right here, I didn't mention this earlier, but you can choose the way your data is saved. I prefer Excel because it's nice and easy to work with when you go to click on it and open the file. So let's go ahead and connect to those nodes. And then up here, you see it says angle feedback test. That's going to be the name that shows up over here in the data management. Do I want the feedback on or off? Yes or no? We can change the threshold. So if I want the maximum threshold to be 5, so I don't want it to go so far this way, but I do want it to go that way. Go ahead and do that. All right, so everything's connected, and we can blink our new nodes. So that's going to be our minimum feedback. This is going to be our maximum feedback, and we'll put them on different surfaces so they sound a little bit different. So I've got a ceramic cup holder, so hopefully that'll make a little bit different noise. All right, so it said hold it vertically. So I'll put this here and go ahead and start. So over here, I'll make the chart a little bit bigger. So it's telling us what the angle is right there. If we hover over it, it gives us the data plotted in real time. So let's see if we tilt it that way. Oh, it doesn't take much to cross that 5 threshold, does it? Right there. If we go the other way, there's our minimum threshold. Okay, so that chart, we'll go ahead and stop it there. And now let's go ahead and open this one in Excel. And of course it does. It opens on the wrong monitor, so we'll pull that over here. We'll make this a little bit bigger. And then here, if we go over here to insert and our chart, we'll go ahead and click on this, and we'll see that this is exactly the same thing that we just did there. So you remember, there's the one where I just barely hit the threshold and backed it off. So exact same data right here. Okay, so now you know how to export data, you know how to do your charts. So let's just go ahead and jump in and go over the last two apps. So let's do Standing Balance 1 next. Standing Balance 1 is very similar, except for it requires 4 nodes for feedback and 1 for sensing. And I know that I can either go to the app management page and look at it, or I can look right here where it says required nodes, 1 sensor, 4 feedback. So we've got a sensing node, and we need 2 more of these on for feedback. So let's go ahead and turn these on. Okay, and we'll do that whole search connect process again. Okay, so here in just a sec, we'll see them all pop up. And then, so there they are. And they're that way from the last time I used this, so I'll just go ahead and hit connect. Now, I have no idea which one is the trunk. I could flip them all over and say, which one is which, but I'm gonna go ahead and just use that blink feature to know which one. So there we go, it's that one. So this one, it said in the app guide that I should put it right here and that I should sit up straight. So, and then again, we've got our thresholds of 10 and 10, right? So for all of them, and do I want feedback on? Yes, I do. All right, so let's go ahead and hit start and see how we do here. So you can see those are all of the different max leans. You can see my frontal angle and my sway angle. So if I go left and right, that's my trunk sway angle on the green line. So, and apparently I'm moving in multiple directions, so you'll see that those cross different ways, right? So and that's all there is to it. So you can imagine this then as a standing app. It's called Standing Balance. I'm sitting because I'm recording and using the laptop at the same time. So we'll go ahead and stop there. Okay, so then our last app is Standing Balance 2. Standing Balance 2 is like Standing Balance 1, except for it is just one of those, right? So you can see here we've got our nodes connected. It's saying use the same one, and then we want feedback right, feedback left. So this is just the trunk sway angle, which is left to right. So we'll go ahead and do this. So start here, and we'll go ahead and hit that. So you'll see as I talk, I just move a little bit naturally. And then as I go to the left and to the right, again, we've got this going on. So, okay, that's that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you was you can also use this on any device. So it doesn't have to be a laptop. What I wanted to go ahead and do was pull this up. So first connect to it. So I've got my iPad here. I'm just gonna connect to the Wi-Fi SageMotion. So you'll see right there, I've just connected to SageMotion. It's gonna tell me unsecured network. It's probably gonna give me a warning and say, hey, there's no Wi-Fi access, or there's no internet. And that's right, because the hub is not a mobile hotspot as well. So I've connected to it. I'm gonna go now in my browser to, what is it? 192.168.12.1. Oh, I need the http://192.168.12.1. Okay. So you can see it's resolving the page right now. It's connecting to the hub and it's pulling it up. So it's gonna look exactly like what it does on my laptop. So we'll have and you can see right there, it's actually the same. It doesn't show the graph because that's from there. So what we could do then is I'll go ahead and here I'll say, we were just doing Standing Balance 1. So you'll notice it was trial 2 that we completed on there. It says trial 3 here. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this sideways. So we got a little bit more screen real estate. I'm gonna blink the node here so we know that it's all set to go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set it like this. And then, oops, grab that. put it on, and hit start. And so you can tell I do not, it helps when you do the charts to actually chart what you're looking for. So I zoomed in accidentally on my web page, so you can see those there as they're going around in different angles or whatnot. And we'll go ahead and stop it there. So I just did this to illustrate you can access it from your phone, you can access it from your tablet, from your computer, and that's all there is to it. So the next thing I need to do now is to just go ahead and grab my case and pack all this back up because I'm shipping this one out tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and disconnect my hub, power that down, grab my power cord, turn the nodes off because that's always nice. No one wants the system to arrive with a dead battery, so we'll go ahead and grab that and get that taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, put our hub back here, put our strap back on, zip tie it nicely. Okay, put our quick start guide back in here, and we are good to go. All right, hope you enjoy your system.